Good afternoon, everybody. It's Todd Cormier with Cormier RC Trailers. Today we have the big, huge FMS Extra 330. It's a 12S system, 3D, all styrofoam aerobatic airplane by FMS. This is one of the biggest ones I've seen. Construction was very simple, but not as easy as the normal planes. You actually have to put your control surfaces onto the wings by sliding onto one end, and you put a set screw in the tip of the wing and holds it in place. Same thing with your elevator, same thing with your rudder. Everything went together pretty smooth. The finish of it, of course, is very nice, and like I said, it's all foam. Huge, massive airplane. Let me get a picture of it while I stand it up on the nose, how big it is. Kind of gives you a better idea. Carbon fiber landing gear, all pretty much screw construction, didn't use any glue. Very nice. I had to do a little bit of mixing on my preferences and everything, but it's a 3D plane. I have a couple of buddies that are pretty good into the 3D. I can get some help from them, but I have it pretty much just set up bone stock. This will be the second flight. I just did the maiden flight. Didn't have to do any trim. Everything set up good. It floats. It wants to stay in the air. It's very, very powerful, as you're going to see. Like I said, it flies on a 12S system. Now here's your battery hatch. One thing I do suggest right now, I have a temporary piece of blue tape, but I'm going to put a piece of clear tape with a flap at the top. If in case the hatch don't pop up, I can always just pick it up. But as you see, it comes already with the Y for the battery packs. I'm using two HRB 5000 milliamp battery packs that I use in all my jets, and I'm just using a regular Spectrum receiver. There's no gyro in it. The size of this plane, I didn't believe it needed a gyro. Once you get it all set up, you get it plugged in, you can hear a series of beeps again to indicate 12S. As you can tell, it comes with I believe it's a 20, I want to say it's a 20-inch prop. I'm not exactly sure about the pitch, but it's massive. Cooling vents cut into the nose cone for the motor cooling. And like I said, it's got plenty of control surface throws. I have my dual rates set on this one. I usually don't have dual rates set, but I did put from 100% to 75%. That's 100% on the elevator. Your rudder's got a lot of authority for your hovering maneuvers. Aileron's got a lot of throw. I did increase the ailerons to 150% throw to give me a little bit more throw, and I increased the rudder to give me that much more throw. I haven't touched the elevator. Like I said, this is only the second flight. We're gonna see what we all need, and I'm gonna adjust as I go and as I get used to the plane. But here we go. You're gonna see how much power it really has. I mean, it'll climb to a point of no return. Very, very impressive off an all styrofoam plane. Get a couple of maneuvers done and just let it fall. But as you can tell, you can fly it slow. You can fly like a big baby. You don't have to get into the aerobatics right off the bat. It'll slow down. But if you're not into big 3D stuff and you just want to do aerobatics, I mean, it's got potential to do everything, and I don't even have the winglets on it right now. It's just, I wanted to see what it would do with the winglets off, how well it would fly, just stock. Still got to make a few little adjustments in the radio. But it will spin, it will roll. Let's see if I can hover it a little bit. I'm not too big on hovering. I'll have to get one of my buddies to do it for me, teach me, but I plan to learn. Let's see. All right, that's good enough for me. I got some friends that fly with us at the club. They'll probably get to hovering this thing right off the ground. Show you the true power of it, but it's got plenty of power to do a lot of the 3D maneuvers that you would want to try. We're going to that climb, and we'll roll it, and we'll let it fall. Let's pull up. I mean, this thing will stop in a heartbeat, and you go straight into a hover if you like. I think this is going to be the one to teach me how to do it. Maybe I can get enough confidence to get a little bit closer to the ground. I'm going to make an approach like I'm a lander just to show you how well it floats. It wants to stay in the air, and it'll slow down to a crawl. This is no power, and it's just floating. Just a crawl. I'm going to do a little touch and go. It'll snap roll. Beautiful airplane. It's got a little weight to it. You'd be surprised for such a big foamer. You would think it would be light. It's actually pretty, got a little stout to it, so it makes it not want to bounce around. Like I said, it's a very good flying plane in my opinion. I'm very impressed with it. It's massive. It's amazing at how big the plane actually is. I didn't really expect it to be this stout and very powerful on 12S. And there you have it, the FMS Extra 330. Very good, very smooth flying airplane. Thank you.